Hello and welcome back to a diabolical episode 54 of our Out of the Abyss adventure. I'm tonight's DM Smiley.
And I'm Evan the Great, playing Grom Whitehammer. And he has been twisted by love.
By love?
No, he's been twisted in the religion. Who to follow?
You're just waiting to get baned by Grotst.
Hate, love, sex, pain.
He's Lavelle. And he loved a Spider Woman. And now he's getting punished by the demon.
And I'm the Bearded Wonder. I play Trevok Whitehammer, the fighter / wizard.
And I am JVD playing Notch, and I want Bunch Grom. But I'm not there. So I have no
He don't know what happened.
Yeah.
So, Notch, you're following this merchant around. He seems to go through like a few rounds, like he makes a few stops along the way. Nothing overly indicative of anything. He then returns. It takes you through the Dark Lake district to the North Furrow district, the part that borders along this side of the gorge. He is stopped briefly by a drow fellow, and they speak in private, not very long. And then he continues over to the bridge and starts crossing it.
Okay.
Gonna keep following me?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I want you to make me a quick stealth check.
I'm invisible.
You have advantage.
Boy, it's a good thing I have an advantage. 19.
19? Alright. You can't tell if you've like let anybody know where you lay. Be it like bumping into somebody or making a noise, you haven't disturbed anything to your knowledge. You follow over the bridge. He goes to what appears to be a somewhat of a manor, and you can hear the reverberations of Thimber Shot at work. By the way, and like this is where a lot of the forges are. Same thing with like the same area on the other side. There's a lot of forges. He eventually takes you to a manor that appears to be his. It's not overly large, but he parks his cart and you see like 3 individuals come out and starts helping unload it.
These individuals, are they Drugar as well?
One is drow, one is human, and you can tell he's having a hard time to see one for the light of the various lights throughout the city. And the other one is a deep gnome, and they're all wearing collars, and they're not dressed very well.
So they're all slaves.
Yes.
Okay.
When the cart's been unloaded and brought to where it needs to go, he just heads into the manor.
Alright.
Are you wishing to follow him in?
Is it a 2-story manor, a single story?
It's carved out of a stalagmite.
So it's hard to tell.
Yeah. It's more of a round, blunt one.
Okay, and he said to meet him at the Spire.
The Shattered Spire.
Okay. And is that a tavern?
You don't know. You can ask around. You feel if he referred to it so casually, it probably is something that is well known. You can find it just by asking anybody.
Alright. How long has it taken to get here?
You spent about 45 minutes going through the city.
Okay.
And then it took him another 45 minutes to get his card unloaded.
And he said to meet them in an hour, didn't he?
No, that was the guard talking to him.
Okay.
He said by like this evening.
And about what time would I think it is right now?
It's hard to tell.
Yeah, we've gotten up, went in Black Skull, Thimmershod, and then come back. So
That's real hard to tell. Without the sun to guide you?
Probably just hour-wise.
Make me a survival check.
It hadn't been long.
It's been several hours.
Hey, 21.
21. It's about 2 in the afternoon.
Okay, because I know it's been a couple hours.
Yeah.
All right. But now I know where he lives. Is there any type of signage or anything that might say something about him? You know, is there windows in here?
There are windows carved in
Okay.
and with plated over stained glass.
Okay, I'm going to try to peek inside the windows while I've still got 15 minutes of invisibility.
Give me a perception check.
Boy, these dice are just not working now. Perception is wisdom. 11.
11. With the stained glass, it's hard to make out. You see shapes moving,
Mm-hmm.
and you faintly hear voices, but you can't make out anything. One of them you do recognize as the merchant.
Mm-hmm.
The other one just sounds softer, but they're speaking in a language you're not entirely sure what.
Like a woman?
Possibly, but possibly not dwarven either. It could be one of the slaves or a house guest or something.
Okay.
And just about now, because you've been here for like an hour and a half. Did you recast it?
Oh yeah, I'm going to stay invisible as long as I need.
So you still have 30 minutes left on your visibility.
Yeah. So that'll blow up both my single spells.
Oh, never mind. Then you're wait, yeah. 'cause
Yeah,
it's
I only have 2.
Yeah. I was thinking it was first level for some reason.
No, it's not.
Yeah, brain farts.
So, but yeah, I'm going to try to see who this person is talking to.
Right, you move about the manor, try to find a better look into this room.
Mm-hmm.
Make me another perception check.
11. Same thing.
You can't find a better spot.
All 9s. I owe John Hopkins $2. So John, if you're watching this, I owe you $2. I owe you 2 9s.
Is there anything else you want you to do? I said that took about 10 minutes off your invisibility, searching around.
I'm going to try. Do these the windows don't lift? The red glass. Glass.
They have they're hinged in with a metal frame,
Okay.
and it looks like they can be pushed in or pulled out. You're not quite
Okay.
sure.
I'm just barely going to push on one to see if it'll budge.
It tinks against something, so you think if as long as it's not latched, you should be. If you can get something under the lip, you can pull it out.
Alright. Oh boy. Alright. I'm gonna leave it at that. Maybe. Fuck. Does it look like there's a lot of people around? He's living in a busy area.
It's the manor is surrounded by like private grounds
Mm-hmm.
where you can pull up a cart and park in. The only other one you see like two of the slaves moving stuff around,
Mm-hmm.
like rolling barrels to a storehouse section.
Okay. Man, maybe I can persuade.
You can see in the distance on the street is some light traffic.
I'm wondering maybe if I can talk to one of these slaves. Does a slave, compared to where the door is, where they at right now?
You're about 15 feet off from the door, the entrance he took, and they're about 20 feet away from you off to the side where the
Does the
room
door looks like the only place that's into this?
from where you can tell right now.
Okay, I'm going to use the rest of my invisibility here to kind of snoop around the yard, see if there's another way into this.
Give me an investigation check.
Fuck you. Man. A 9. No, 12. I rolled an 8, so.
You pass by a couple doors, but they don't seem to be going into the manor.
Okay.
The storehouse,
Okay.
where where the cart was parked. And you found some spider dung.
Spider dung.
Yeah.
So maybe it's a growl.
Well, you see that they use large tarantulas as
Yeah.
pack animals here. They are a very common pack animal. Anything else?
Nope, I'm going to find me a nice dark spot and just kind of hide in it.
Alright.
and wait for him to leave for the evening if he's gonna leave.
There's a little nook where the storehouse attaches onto the rest of the manor,
Mm-hmm.
and you think you can get in, you just so manage to fit into that nook to where you're overshadowed from the flickering lights that they use to light up the city.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a stealth check.
That would be a 20.
20. You feel confidently hidden as your visibility finally drops off.
Okay. And I'm going to just wait for him to leave because he said. I'm assuming that's maybe where he's going, since he said told them to be there. So.
Now y'all are at this time. Y'all are still at the in the Blade Bazaar. Is there anything y'all are wanting to do? I know y'all just had a very heavy conversation.
Not much besides I need to go meet up with Bilbado at some point.
Yeah.
I don't know about Tribot.
I don't have to speak with Dead or anything, so. I burn a lot of spells. I don't know. Oh shit, you know what I forgot about?
Hmm?
Too late now. But I forgot I took a feat. I took the actor feat.
Okay.
Just dawned on me when I was talking to the merchant.
That's a
I
random
just,
thing to
I just
grab.
happened to look at it while I was thinking about what I want to do. I was looking at my sheet and I saw actor up there. I took it. I totally forgot about it.
I got an idea.
I mean, I guess there's not a whole lot that I want to do. Maybe check these, I don't know. Maybe check the bodies of these empty scabbard killer people.
The body's been taken away.
Well, I
from the
mean,
stone guard.
I thought we were following the Stoneguard. I thought that's what you were doing. Oh, no, wait, we had a whole conversation.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I forgot. Shit, I don't know what there really is to do anymore out here. I don't have anything.
Do you remember why you went to the Blade Bazaar?
We were looking for the Darrow,
Yes.
Yeah.
but I'm out of spells.
She's like, nope, I'm tapped for the day.
Just gonna have to go back and wait till tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah, we're just going to, take a quick 8-hour nap, and then we good to go. You blew your load all over that encounter, my friend.
I did, didn't
That was wasteful.
Actually, I spent most of it on sending.
only two, three.
3. That's
Only
on my third
3.
level. See, then I went ahead and used with the rest of my spell. I could just throw fireballs, but everybody does. But I don't know what there is to do.
Yeah, fair enough.
We got a lot of side quests. But
Graham's just waiting for his he needs to talk to Bilbado about some major.
Bilbo will assure you that it will be later tonight when we're
Yeah.
in private.
I'll tell him, you find me when you, because we need to talk.
Yeah.
I might look for a stone guard and see if there's any.
I will start looking.
historians here.
Any historians?
Yeah,
Um,
like record keepers.
give me an investigation check.
Where's my investigation? Okay. Off intelligence. 18, 19, 20, 22, 23.
23?
23.
It takes some time because most stone guard, you start to realize that Dwarves don't like dwarves. Most of them blow you off, but they're also amicable. You finally find one that will express to you that every clan has a historian within it.
Any way I could talk to these historians?
You will have to appeal to the individual clans or to the king himself. We do not privy our histories with our cousins,
I hold no ill will.
distant cousins.
I hold no ill will against you. I'm just interested in everything historical.
That's what is mostly said before you start.
Huh?
That is what most say before a war starts.
I really don't know. I'll take out my journal and be like, look, see, I collect all this information.
He
I'm nerd
seems
now.
to not really care.
I'll be like, do you know where I can find Black Skull?
Ugh.
Yeah.
And the Overlay Cold. That's where you had last spoke to her.
Okay.
Imagine being the captain. She probably don't leave that place much.
Right.
She's not usually
She's
around.
got the just job. She's like, yeah.
Yeah, she looks like a fire too. You're pretty sure that accident noise her.
She doesn't like the desk job.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go talk to Black Skull.
You said you had an idea?
Yeah, I don't know, you do this however you want, but after maybe 2 hours of standing there, boy, I can't believe I'm gonna do this. Because I realized that he was being actually nicer to Grom than Trevok, right? Did I overhear their conversation about the reward?
Yes. You are within your shot.
Yeah, and I seen the L thing, right?
Yeah.
Because man, I'm thinking about just changing it and going on the door. But then my thought was, how did he know that Grom got here? Unless you asked. That's the only thing I can think of.
Well, he was wearing a Stone Guard badge, a Flamekeeper badge,
Yeah.
a Silverbeard badge.
He could probably find that information.
So.
He could probably just run in a circle long enough to find the place.
No, I'm gonna head back to find them. I have more important things to do, but I know where this guy lives now, so I will sneakily get out of sight and across back the bridge. And
As you break from your hiding spot, give me one more stealth check as you work your way out without being noticed by the slaves.
Oh!
As you go to move out, right as one of the slaves comes out from the storehouse, you're staying beside it, like your eyes meet, and you just
Just be like,
that's wave.
what's wrong with your eyes? It's the human.
Yeah, I want to tell him I'm the devil. You should run, and I run.
Give me a intimidation check. You can see how fast.
Oh
he
wait,
runs.
no. I'm gonna tell him if you scream, I'll eat your soul. I rolled a 2.
You have advantage because of your eyes.
Okay.
I thought he wrote a 1.
You want a deception or an intimidation?
Either one
Or
would apply.
persuasion?
This is not a persuasion.
I have it 15.
15.
I'm gonna tell him to come here.
Slowly walks towards you.
So, and I'm gonna take him into the darkness, and I'm just gonna smile at him. Who's in there with the merchant?
I don't know. I'm not giving
And I'm gonna hold him so they can look into my eyes. And then I'm going to show them my wrist, be like, you dare defy me?
I really don't know. I don't know.
Have you ever been inside?
Yeah, I do various things, cleaning mostly.
Where do you stay?
In the shed.
In the shed? What's in the shed?
It's the storehouse. I go to the shed.
So you don't know who's inside?
No, that does not give a name. She's
What is she?
dark skin. Drow.
Drow? You don't know her name?
No.
Why is he staying with a drow?
She's here visiting.
Visiting.
Yes, business.
Where?
I've been the city.
How long?
She just came in today.
Today.
Yes.
You don't know who she is?
No.
Did she come with other drow?
A few, not many.
Look at you, Trevok. She's here now. From the beginning of the campaign.
I'm gonna do something.
She probably is. She's got a scar mark on her face where that magic missile hit her. Is it her?
Make me a perception check.
That's what I'm worried about because there's drow everywhere. I don't know.
Oh!
would be a 22.
You see a shape following alongside the manor, rounding around from the entrance,
Okay.
coming closer.
Coming closer.
Yes.
Alright. I'm going to tell them shh. And I'm going to let him go.
He stumbles out and he just books it into the storehouse. You notice that the news coming, he stops when he's doing this.
So, and I'm going to hit that person with message I just ran and just tell them that you are relieving yourself or I'll come find you. So I looked like a drow. So I haven't changed back from a drow yet.
Don't last 1 hour.
So is it really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to assume that I was changing it because that's what I'm not running around as me. So.
Well, I figured they let it drop while you were invisible.
No. Because I know invisibility doesn't last. But yeah, I will send them a message. Let them know if they ask, you relieving yourself.
The response is,
They'd probably piss on themselves. So, the shadow, what comes out, what is it? The drow?
it is a drow gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
He's missing 2 fingers on his left hand, a scar on his side. It looks like acid burns.
Mm. Alright.
And he's looking around. He seems like when the dude took off,
Mm-hmm.
like he's wondering what he was doing, and he is heading your way still.
Okay. I will cast darkness in my darkness.
Cast darkness in your darkness.
Mm-hmm.
That is like a 20-foot radius.
Yeah. I mean, eventually he's going to realize that it's really dark over here.
Well, I would say you're in like a little nook that's about the size of this.
Oh,
compared
okay.
to-
Well, I didn't know how much darkness was around that nook. If you'd have been more scripted, I wouldn't have hit here.
Well, I said I implied small when I said nook.
Yeah, but I mean, I assumed there was more darkness around than just in this
Yeah.
nook. Because that'd be dumb for me to hide here. If I didn't know there was not a way out. Okay, let him come forward.
Like Hitman,
He
then
does.
just kill the dragon with
He
his
does.
arms.
He's walking up.
Okay, let him.
Yeah. What do we have here?
I'm just looking at him.
You didn't come with us.
No.
May I ask why you are?
And I show my Keeper of the Flame badge.
I suggest you leave.
It's not a problem. Just curious. We have to protect the city. Watch over it.
I never knew a drow protecting the Duergar city.
Some drow get hired out for businesses. You know, some of us don't have houses.
It's not my business either way.
So, and then when I leave, I'm be like, watch yourself. There's prying eyes.
Everywhere.
I want to leave.
No.
And I'm not walking back towards across there. I'm going actually walking towards Thermashad.
Rashad?
Mm-hmm. So if someone follows me, they see where I'm going.
Give me a perception check as you make your way through the city.
No, another 20.
Wow.
You do notice 2 drow forms that is following you.
I'm going to stop them and tell them they should leave me alone. Or
You have
face
no
the wrath of the Thermashad.
You have no jurisdiction over us.
So, you say that now. And I'm like,
And
you're more
from
than
what
welcome.
we were led to understand, your dragon seat has been taken.
Not yet.
Oh, it's a matter of time.
Would you like to come discuss this with him? Because Thermashad now knows where you're at.
You hear a roar from behind you,
Okay, and I turn to look.
and you see perched atop one of the tall stalagmites the burning form of Thimbershad staring directly down onto them.
And I turn around and I look. Would you please come with me?
We'll be taking our leave.
And I'm going to look at Thermashad. Should they come with me?
You hear a voice in your head. Of course. I hunger anyways.
He would like to question you.
We're perfectly fine.
Tell him that.
Oh.
They're like the over.
And I'm just going to point his badge.
Of course.
And I'm gonna go. I'm gonna make sure they follow me. That's where I'm going.
You take them to the temple and you see the burning dragon soar in through a large alcove at the top. We are the law. And as you enter, Gartakar opens the door for you. As you back so soon.
Yes, guest for the Thermashot. He wished to talk to them.
He
much
at
like
first
myself.
he looks confused.
And then I change.
Okay.
Back to,
Of course.
to me.
He looks very confused by this whole door. Then he looks behind you and kind of realizes that if Thimbershot had asked for a guess, he has an idea as to where it's going to go.
Yeah.
And it's, of course, this way.
But I will take them to the Thermashot.
You walk in. You see the giant form of the individual with his coppery bronze
And I will
skin.
bow politely.
He bows back. Welcome back, good witch hunter.
Apparently, these men do not fear you, nor do the house they came from.
Unfortunately, I feel they will never feel the regret of such a decision.
Oh, well,
And his eye, he starts staring at them, and you see like white flames sparkling at the edges of his eyes. And one of them, you see, starts smoking and burning. He starts screaming, he's trying to bat out flames, and he just literally starts incinerating where he stands.
I smoke a cigarette. I ride up, I light the cigarette.
The other one starts to run, but almost impossibly fast. Thimbershaw takes a few steps and is right there with you, and you can feel the heat emanating off of this individual, and the drought stops.
So
He's out of sheer fear. He just stops, and Thimbershaw just plucks him up and into the molten gold.
but thanks.
Of course, dear friend.
So, and I'm going to tell him where they came from. And apparently, they don't think you have any power here.
They will learn. We must restore the city. I cannot yet make a spectacle.
And I'm going to tell him I do have a clue where this crate is that you're talking about.
I did not speak of a crate, but I'm very interested in one.
Apparently, it's something that you want. I'm looking into it.
Of course.
So
Please.
and
You are welcome anytime.
and I'm gratefully thankful for your help. But when I find it, I'll bring it to you.
My door is always open, dear witch hunter.
And I take a bow.
You should know it. It'll be that sound low.
But I don't want him to know I know it
Right.
yet.
Right.
Yeah.
So, because I would gladly let him destroy the egg if that's what he wishes to do.
So,
Or you could raise it yourself.
That was very true.
Dravok, you approach the Overlake Hold, and you find unwelcomed at the gates. Your assistant, the guards, will tell you, "Wait, piss off."
I need to talk to Blackskull.
But do you have the Darrow? I did
No.
not see the Darrow.
But I have some information for her.
Do you have evidence to present to her?
You don't have any pies. You got battle wounds.
I need to talk to her about these empty scabbards.
Then you should not have left in such a hurry before.
She told me to come back with any information.
Look, to be honest, she ain't here. I'm just trying to get you out of here.
Well, where can I find her?
The hell's if I know? He's holding out his hand, by the way.
Like, hey, give me some money.
I'm about being an asshole, but I'm by myself. I don't want to start a fight.
But no spells.
You put your wiener in.
No, I was gonna drop some Darrow coins. I'll take out like 5 gold to drop in his hand.
He feels the weight of them, looks them over, puts them in his pocket. Oh, I believe Lady Ada Blackskull is having a meeting with a few invested individuals in a manor across the Pharaoh. No problem. Welcome to anytime.
And I'm gonna head back to my room and read for the rest of the day.
Let me room and read. Alright. Ron? Or is anyone going to be taking orders up on his invitation for this evening?
I am.
Yes.
That's where I'm heading after
Travel?
the Thermshot.
Trial?
Where are we going?
To the Shadow Spire. You find out along the way that the Shadow Spire is in fact a tavern.
Sure, why not?
Trying to think who I can talk to that would know anything about these scabbards along the way. Probably not nobody. As of right now.
So, within about an hour or two, Notch returns from wherever he was at. You were originally expecting back with Bupido, whom seemed to have came back before him.
Yeah.
Because you were not aware he ever came back at all.
Yeah.
So who's all here?
Everyone is at the moment. You are at the Goldborn's Rest.
Okay.
Except for Travok, that he could be upstairs or wherever.
Wait, and this is where this is our inn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I thought he was going to the meet that.
Well, it's not time yet.
Oh, okay.
I was at his place for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
So you're looking at maybe 4
Yeah.
o'clock now.
Oh, I probably told the barkeep.
Maybe 5.
Okay.
If they're looking for me, just tell them in my room.
Yeah. With Scrum, you know where he's at.
Maybe take a bath too.
Yeah.
Before I go to my room. But that's it. I'm just in my room.
If they're there, I'll go to the bar. We'll order around. Bring them over. Be like, good work today, guys.
Is this me?
It's like me now, so.
Yeah.
It's me there, right?
Is it just? No, he said everybody was there besides.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, me and NPC.
Scrum-
And I make sure I buy 2 for Stool
Yeah.
because big hero.
Hero.
Douchebag.
It's still just kind of runs over like, I ran in a battle and then I killed 2 people and I was the hero. I killed them all.
And that's why you have 2.
Yay!
We're taking the drink, and I tell him we've eliminated some of these scabbards, but finding their leader may be difficult.
That doesn't bother me. There's bigger things out there.
So I guess I hear. Oh, you know what? Stools.
You're up on 2 floors.
Never mind. I forgot Stool uses floors. He doesn't actually.
Yeah.
Now, Bubido was not with us when we talked to Thermshot, right?
It was not.
Okay.
Did you tell us that Jimtar left?
I told you he wasn't there. He was gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do ask the party if anybody has heard or seen of Jimjar. It's been a few days.
Been 2 days.
Yeah.
I'm staying in his room. Not showed up since.
I hope he's not in any trouble. Because that could lead somebody to us.
I doubt he's in any trouble.
So based on what we found out, did we know you follow the merchant? I mean, I thought you.
No one
No.
was following. I
Yeah.
thought was actually following you guys until Bubido
Oh, so
showed
since you
up.
don't know, well,
I showed up when the
Yeah.
fight was over. That's why.
I
I'm
bring it up to
buying
you
drinks.
that I'm supposed to meet him, the merchant. He's supposed to give us some type of reward for helping.
Who's all in the tavern? Is there quite a few people here?
It's
or-
about midday. It's fairly crowded a bit. People are getting off work, especially like visitors and stuff.
Mhm.
You have to feel this caters more towards out of town traffic.
Yeah, I heard of that. But I'm just like looking around for curious eyes, like prying eyes. Before I say what I'm about to say.
Roll me a perception check.
That would be a 16.
Most everyone appears to be pretty deep in the drink.
Cool. I'm telling him, yeah, we should go meet that guy. I'm sure the Thermshot would appreciate it.
Which I'm still hell bent on getting this leader of the scabbard who I think might be the Gerald.
Okay, so I have here right now. I have Grom, Bubido, Sereth, Stool, correct?
Yes.
And Anandalise.
Non-Valise, you don't You see her bobbing up and down, but she seems to be just walking around talking to random people.
Okay, and then Trock is upstairs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I insist we go meet him. It's something important. So.
Just count short rest, or do I need to go in my room for a while, or?
You can have a short rest. That's fine.
Okay.
You can use Arcane Recovery. You gain back your level 1 spell slots. You can spend any hit die you need
Ask
to.
you if you know where this place is. This,
I'd say I probably got an idea by now.
Yeah,
Since I know
it's
tavern.
it's a common knowledge tavern.
I'm gonna tell him it's your top place. You can buy some drinks.
It is mostly a Duergar establishment, though.
Is it across the bridge?
It's on this side.
Okay, so it's on the outsider side. Okay.
It's not on the lake. It's a little bit deeper in the North Furrow.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty curious to meet this guy.
They went through a lot of effort to try to kill him, which really means he's in deeper than what he said to me. He said they was trying to kill him. He wouldn't go any further than that.
There might be more to it than that. I'm gonna lean in and I'll whisper to him, just so everybody at the table can hear me. I followed him.
And seeing I know what you can do with your appearance, so you know where he lives.
And I'm gonna
Whispering.
lean in towards Sereth. He's hosting Drow.
Many merchants do. He's a scared
Missing 2
trader.
fingers. Guy had some acid marks
His
on
face goes kind of blank.
You know him.
We should not go to this meeting.
We have the Thermashad on our side. He sent 2 Drow to follow me. I went to Thermashad, and he disposed of them. So the Thermashad is very aware of what's going on with whatever is in that house. He knows something's there. I've let him know. So I'm pretty sure we've kind of got his protection right now.
Do we have his protection against a matron mother?
If he wants control of the city, probably, because I've kind of found out what he's looking for.
You're gonna try to talk him into going.
Persuasion.
Yeah. And he looks obviously startled. And there's a whisper between the two of you.
20.
He nods. This could lead to paramount suicide. Maybe not for yourself.
For you?
For us.
Why? Tell me what you know.
He's the former consort of Ivar Mizran, the warden of our prison.
Oh, interesting. That is suicide for you guys. I don't know her.
Girl, I'm thinking.
This was like whisper chats.
No, I said it just enough so they
Yeah.
could hear.
Oh, okay.
But I leaned into him because it was Drow and he might know who it is.
Yeah.
So.
Seraph was.
Oh, no, go ahead, bud.
He was in the dungeon with us.
Yes.
I asked Seraph, is this the same woman that imprisoned us?
Yes.
I would assume
Travok ain't
Same
here.
one that
the Drows.
Travok scarred.
I'm assuming maybe the same house that owned the slaves that we had found as well.
I explained that.
His name is
Oh.
Jordan Duskrin, the individual you spoke to.
Did you say Jordan?
Jorlin. Jorlan.
Dusklin?
Duskrin.
Duskrin.
Ryn.
Okay.
I tell Notch the story of when we was captive here. I don't know if we've told you that story.
I just know you guys are captive.
Yeah.
I tell you that we got into a scuffle. Travok shot her in the face with a magic missile, and we managed to run away. Now she's here.
For all you know, Drow Society, they really like their women.
Yeah.
And the man upstairs was shot one in the face.
Scarred her pretty little face.
Well, I have fought Drow with you guys. Once. So, that makes no difference to me.
So I wonder what's going to happen if she's at this meeting and we show up.
Well, I could always get help from Thermashad. He seems very interested in this.
You hear Travok say, I'll shoot her with a magic missile.
She get a message from Travok goes, I'll shoot that bitch again, motherfucker.
I'm gonna put something to all of you right now that is, our plan is to eventually leave here, correct? We have to get the stool home.
Of course, that's what I was informed.
Okay, so who says that they don't know you're already here? By the incidences we've already had in the city.
She doesn't knows we're here, I'm sure.
So who says that you're not going to make it a mile away from here and not face her regardless? So you have a potential good chance of eliminating her here, or at least keeping her off
I
your
agree
trail.
with you. I think being here actually gives us power,
So
especially in our predicament.
yeah, I would say that. Yeah, it gives us an advantage. Power, I wouldn't say so much.
And if she's with the merchant and they tried to kill the merchant, that means the scabbards are probably against this house matron.
I think maybe the scabbards are against quite a bit. I'm not really sure.
They're probably freedom fighters, but okay.
Well, that could also be the what was the other group? The Gray
Ghosts.
The Gray Ghosts. Thank you. That's who I think freedom fighters are.
Hmm.
Are you there now?
I
Or
mean,
are you
nobody
upstairs?
got me.
Okay.
I was up there like reading, resting. Consortium has passed you up about this grouse.
Yeah, I can't say nothing about that because until someone says something.
Yeah.
Shall be right back. I need to get Trevok. He should be involved in this. Bang, 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 bang.
Especially because I'd imagine she's probably hunting him first.
He got knocks on her door.
I'll open the door. I got my battle axe in my hand.
Boy, don't that feel good because I get that too. Would I get that more now from him?
You don't know. You haven't actually
Oh,
encountered
yeah,
Pazik
right,
yet.
It's a meeting downstairs. You may like where this is going. I'll go right back downstairs.
He looks very giddy, by the way.
Yeah, he
I put my
does.
battle axe up. And I was
Think of Bruner getting ready to fight giants.
I'll take a seat and I'll wave a barmaid over. Get me a pint.
There's probably one there for you
Oh, is
because
it?
I bought rounds
Oh,
for
okay.
everybody.
Then I'll take a seat and take my pint up, take a drink, and be like, "So what's the plan?"
So now that he's here,
Yeah.
I'll tell him the whole story.
Yes.
You know, went, followed the guy, tried to leave, got caught, wiggled my way out due to the badge, which I'm not wearing right now. I'm not, because I keep that hidden. He sent 2 drow to follow me. I spotted them, told them they could speak to Thermoshot, and he was there. So Thermoshot is watching, and he killed both of them, and he's very curious what's going on in that house. I'm telling Drow House, Seraph knows it's Miserum. Apparently, it's the consort of the chick you apparently blasted in the face.
Former consort, he was
Former.
thrown to the side after his disfigurement.
So would you say, Seraph, that there is a possibility he could turn on her?
He's known to be petty on such matters.
So you're saying there is a way we could possibly have him side with us?
There's no guarantee, but there's definitely a chance.
Do you have history with him?
Little. We've run a few raids together.
Okay.
We've both fought in the Battle of Blinkenstone.
Now I can't be at your meeting. Oh, I could, but he doesn't know that I am me. He sees me as a drow. So, and Seraph, I kind of used your tag that, you know, not all drow are with houses. So now he thinks that a drow works for the Thermoshot, and you were there. So fair warning. If anybody asks if I was you, which I'm sure I didn't look like him, but there may
No.
be confusion, so I do warn you.
You look fairly like yourself, but without the horn, but with
Yeah.
black skin and white
So-
hair.
So I'm assuming I look nothing like him.
Yeah.
But technically now there would be 2 drow with badges from like Keeper of the Flame. So they were not aware that there was drow there, so I'm just letting you know. But I will continue to disguise myself when I'm around openly with that badge as I growl. So I personally will not be sitting with you when you go to this. I will be that drow in that bar.
So I'm going to just piecing things together, what have happened, I'll just be like, so do you think?
No, I don't think I will be. Because I don't want them to think that that guy's there. Because they might think something's up.
So do you think this merchant has something to do with what Thundershot wants?
No, I'm just pretty sure he's curious about it. He's very curious about what's going on everywhere. Much like people we don't expect.
Maybe a lot of people are after what Thundershot's after. This egg.
Well, I'm starting to wonder.
You think?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I think the Thermashod, who is a dragon. He's a dragon.
Yeah.
He
You did not know that before, Rome.
Yeah, you guys
Oh yeah.
know before.
He's a dragon?
Yes. The Thermashod is the dragon we see.
Oh shit.
I'm just gonna let that sink into everybody.
That doesn't even surprise me. I'm just like, oh. Interesting.
Well, considering that I was on my way to see him when the Drow were on me and he was just there, is even more interesting.
Well, I knew from the Aski was something else.
So, we have a very powerful ally. I think he wants the egg to destroy it, which I'm kind of fine with that. Doesn't bother me.
Or we could raise it.
No, I would still think he would seek it out to destroy it because obviously we've gained. He's not the typical dragon, correct?
Correct.
And I think he would seek to destroy the egg through other means. And I would rather have him around as an ally than have him disposed of.
True.
I mean, think about it. He right now is what's allowing us to get around somewhat.
Hey, I like the guy.
He was already supposed to meet with Stone Giant people, wasn't he?
Yes.
And that's already passed.
Well,
Well, no, that would be this evening.
Yes, it would be.
So there's.
I remember, yeah.
Where was he supposed to meet them at?
Here.
Yeah, they're supposed to come get us.
What if
So why don't you guys go to this merchant?
I would assume you should go with the merchant because the merchant was very thankful towards you. Now, I could say the reward he may be setting us up with would be a trap. Now that we know what we know from Seraph. I'm just saying. This could be their way to strike back against you guys.
They could also just be coincidence, but that's never a fair mistress.
Oh, well, I seen he was talking to a female inside, and then when I spot a drow coming to meet me, I have two drow following me. I don't think it's a coincidence.
I mean,
Maybe
yes,
we're-
us to this rescue and the presence of Mizram.
Is Bupido still here?
That's who's talking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. That's what I
Yeah,
thought.
we're all here
so what about
except for Ginger.
I want to look at Bupido and be like, maybe we're fighting the wrong people.
Who's the right people?
I don't know.
Here's the thing: we are unsure who the right people
Right.
is right now.
But we can piece it together so far that if the merchant is not a person that we want around, then maybe them trying to kill him was perhaps somebody trying to free the city.
But the attack on the merchant could be for fear of him housing a drow house. I'm just saying, I'm not sure.
I mean, but I look at Sarah. Isn't that pretty common to
all the
Well,
drows
for merchants
plotting
to
us for killing them guys though.
entertain drow?
Yes,
See, so it's not unreasonable. to
especially if
entertain drow.
there's any ties towards the individual merchant family and the drow or clan.
Because then that would allow
to
them
work
to
on it.
Minto Branson, correct, to sell goods?
Yes.
But Seraph, is it common for them to house the drow?
If they are important guests, then yes.
And Mizram is a very powerful house,
It's one of the top houses.
so it's one of the 8.
Yes.
So he definitely wants to get that connection. Being a
Okay,
merchant.
it's true, but there's something we're missing with that though.
I don't know. I feel like there are quite a few factions in the city,
There's a lot of factions,
and we need to find out who's who and who we need to take down.
Why don't we just leave?
We could leave, but I think we're bound to this.
Who said that, sir?
Yeah. I don't see why.
I'll be like, this
Why?
feels
Because
good.
okay, you're afraid that Demogorgon is here, correct?
No, I just want to get out.
Well, no, I'm
Take
just
the
asking
little
everybody
road.
in general because we have seen, and I'll kind of
He's
point to
down
my
here.
pocket the symbol,
Yeah.
correct? Okay, okay, I have it from a source that Grisette is here as well. He is influencing the city.
Which is a greater reason to leave.
I agree.
And with Stomp.
The city almost seems like it's on the brink of war within itself. Like there's a civil war that could erupt very easily because you have the influence of two demon lords. You still have the struggle with Asmodeus here.
If
And
there-
then you have the Thermashad. So there's 4 factions right now.
But I don't think Timbershell would be opposed to.
Thermashad
Asmodeus.
wants the throne. Everybody wants the throne.
But he's not opposed to Asmodeus.
No, but he'd much rather probably sit on the throne than a Druid.
But if he sits on the throne and he worships Asmodeus, that's all it is.
Is it?
I would think so. Asmodeus would
Is
have
it
a very
because
powerful
the
person.
king on the throne right now worships Grisette?
I know, but if Timbershad worships Asmodeus, then he'd have a powerful person in the throne.
But who says it's not a ploy of his?
Who knows?
I mean, because I've come to realize a lot of things in the city aren't what they seem.
Everything's muddled. We're new.
For instance, did you think the fire giant was a dragon?
I knew he was something when I was a fire giant.
I mean, did you expect the merchant that you saved to be housing a powerful drow house, a matron mother at that?
I did not say the matron mother was here.
I'm going to assume she's here.
That would imply that Ilvara made it back to Menzo Baranzan to inform of her failure, which I believe she would want to put off for as long as possible.
So maybe she's here to correct her failure.
Or maybe she followed us here.
I'm assuming she did. It's a coincidence you guys escaped her. We
It's more
found.
along the lines that Ilvara is the daughter of the matron mother.
Okay. Well, does he know that for sure? Sarah.
Yes.
Okay, then why didn't you say it sooner?
That's why I asked if sometimes no. Yeah. Why would I?
Because you're probably better off being here and going by Drugar standards with her here than walking outside these gates and knowing that you're free game. Because I assume she's here because you're here.
We can take the lake up a bit.
Okay,
If
would
they're
you,
here, that means they're still looking for us.
okay, and would you rather be on a lake being a city duck? Because I'm sure that they're probably more deadly than us as a whole.
There's more of them.
Yeah, oh yeah. And here's the thing, who's adept at hiding like drow besides the drow? Me? Anybody?
Big hero!
Can you hide?
I'm bestest hider ever.
In a like fungus farm, yes.
Close your eyes, tell them I'll count to 10.
I can hide, but I'd rather not. Rather be my enemy face to face.
I'd rather not be a sitting duck on the Dark Lake.
I can become
Both.
invisible.
And knowing that you also have the Demogorgons in the Dark Lake, no.
I think we should pursue with our plan to find information for Thermostride while we find out what each faction does.
Well,
And that's a good way to bring this place back to where it used to be. Not in war.
let me talk to the Stone Giants tonight. You guys go have the meeting.
I don't think it's wise to have the meeting being split up.
I'll go to the Stone Giants by myself.
I don't think it's wise you leave by yourself.
Well, if I'm with the Stone Giants, I figure I'll be alright.
Well, I would make sure that they're for sure going to come get
Well,
you.
the Stone Giants are going to come here.
Why don't me and Sarah
What if
go?
about you go tell the Stone Giants
Me
to
and
meet
Sarah
us
will go
at
with
the
Stone
same
Giants.
place?
I would rather that if I am more recognizable than 2 dwarves,
Me and Sarah will go with the Stone Giants. That way I have backup.
of course.
I don't think that backup's enough. Sorry.
It's fine.
No offense. But I mean,
Stone Giants are usually peaceful.
and, okay, and Anomalies is running around talking.
Yeah,
right?
he's just like
See,
talking
that,
around people.
That needs to stop.
Well,
And then they came around, and then they fell asleep. And
Yeah, see, she's just telling everybody you're here.
yeah.
I wonder if everyone pick up on that.
That was not my idea to bring her on.
Well, she's here.
They might think we're stupid. Oh,
And then she
Because
can't
there's
shut
this
up.
movie in the future called Star Wars Episode 1: The Phantom Menace.
Yeah, and that's right.
And that's Jar Jar.
Yes.
hey, dude, she saved us.
What time do we know that the Stone Guard is going to be around?
Sometime this evening, probably around supper, I assume.
They didn't give a definitive time. They just said towards the end of the next cycle.
I assume we might break bread with them or something.
Give me a general intelligence check. See what you know about Stone Giant Customs.
19.
You know that if they say end of a cycle, they mean the literal end of the day's period.
So, like midnight?
Like morning. After night. From day to night to a new day.
So
they'll be
technically,
here in the morning.
Yes.
okay, so we should all just go to this meeting.
Or the morning equivalent.
Okay.
Now, I'm just going to throw this out there to Seraph and Anon Blease. I mean, if he's howling drow, it might be best that you're not there.
I agree.
But with you not being there might throw up suspicion. Because the merchant has seen all of you together but me. And people already know I'm with you anyways. I mean,
I think him being there would be wiser.
I think it's best for us all to be there.
I don't. If he has any of them with him, I will be the first one that would notice.
Okay, but here's the thing. Who says that I cannot hear their conversation, but who says he hasn't already told them that you're all there?
We don't know.
And there's only one way to find out.
What about Bilbo? You going with us?
Oh, of course. Trust me, I'll be fine.
I like keeping Bubido around.
I know.
I want to tell Notch, be like, Notch, can I speak with you for a moment? Hello?
Sure.
Alright. So, I'm going to take Notch somewhere and we're going to have a talk. I want to ask Pajup, what was that demon's name again?
Rust.
I'm going to talk to Bilbo
I'll
right
have him
now.
say it. I'm going to tell Pajup to go ahead and say it out loud.
Which I've already said the name out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be like, so Grom today tried to summon his bull back, and
Just after you left.
he literally sunk from some kind of weight, and then he took a knee to groused.
How does the demon interact around me? More so than not?
It seems to avoid it through gaze mostly.
Okay. Good, because I'm going to try to annoy the thing as much as possible. Okay, so you're saying what now?
I feel like Grom took a knee to groused today.
You realize you might have to kill your brother.
Yeah.
The king is under the influence of that, and that's what's trying to push its way to the city. My daddy is trying to prevent this. I'm pretty sure the dragon is trying to prevent this as well. And then you got...
At least if he followed Amadeus, and
No, don't let that happen.
at least it'd be lawful.
Don't. Bubido's not around.
Who's talking to me?
Don't. Don't.
So,
let him talk
Rom,
to
what do you wish to
Bubido.
discuss?
He shouldn't.
You wanna wait for them?
Bubido handed him something, right?
I'm going to assume that I have made a deal with the devil, and that's what Bubido is.
Well, I don't want Grom. He goes from giving me shit about this damn closet to kneeling before devil.
Then we need to go back downstairs and have this conversation another time. Your brother does not need to be left alone with him.